There she is. The next restoration project. I know for all you faithful subscribers and followers, I've been talking about some Fords that have been due to come in, and we were going to bring 3 in, but now that we're in the smaller shop, we can do 1 at a time. It's not my first rodeo in this shop, so Mr. Buick's over here hanging out. We're right at the end of the Buick project, so between the materials needed, the last couple of pieces of metal, and the upcoming labor, and we're real close to having the big batch of labor all at the end. It's a lot all at once for any working man, so we're gonna put that one on the back burner here for a second, and we brought in this one to get going on it because he's been waiting for quite a while. So this beautiful pickup truck is a 1972 Ford F250. I don't know if it's a sport custom, because this is about the 3rd box that he's put on it in its lifetime of him owning it. He's owned this pickup for 41 stinking years. Oh my. Kudos to you. So after many moons and stories and all kinds of stuff with this truck, he's decided that he's at a point in his life where he wants to see it cleaned up and spiffified again. So we're going to do the full meal deal to her. It's already, like I said, had a couple of different beds put on it over the years. So this bed's actually in good shape. The underside of this thing's already been undercoated, so it looks really good. So basically what we just got to do is body paint, interior, bed liner, new seals, maybe some trim pieces, and put her all back together. So we're going to stay with the original blue that's in here on the inside of these doors. So it's all going to get repainted that color. I'm going to do door jambs right away. Take the bed off so that we can do the back of the cab and the front of the bed like we're supposed to. Doing tailgate jambs, front and back of the tailgate. This is going to get a Raptor liner, a black Raptor liner. I'm going to delete the saddle tank hole and the box on the inside of the bed and smooth this out so it looks like the other side. And then this will all be bed linered in here like you guys saw me do on the El Camino. We're going to stay with the original trim package, so it'll get trim all across the bottom of the bed. I got to shave these holes for the trim that was here. Paint the hood. Replace the inner fender wells. This one for sure, because it's got a bunch of fiberglass patchwork in here. And then this one maybe, because it's got a couple of holes in it. And then we'll repaint this jamb under the hood. If the inner fenders end up coming off, then we'll for sure paint the firewall. If they don't, then we'll make that decision as we go. All that'll get done. I got to shave these holes, remove and install R&I, the mirrors and handles and locks and all that good stuff. This is the worst of the body that I've seen, and we're yet to determine whether that's a hole all the way through. Feels like it. Yep, that's a hole all the way through. So we'll be doing some patchwork up here on the roof and cleaning the gutter rail out, getting that fixed up. I gotta pull the vinyl floor out right away in the seat and check the floor pans, make sure the floor pans are good. He said he had to do a heater core recently, so he wants to make sure that the floor pans are in good shape. Remove the glass. We're going to take all the glass out of it. The door glass will stay in, to be determined on whether we take the wing windows out, but we'll do seals here and U-channels and inner and outer sweeps. Like it needs armrest on both sides. The inside of this thing's in real good shape. He keeps it undercover. It's not inside storage, but he keeps it undercover. And like I said, he's loved this thing for a long time and taken good care of it. And so I'm excited to be working on this one. And of course, we'll clean out all the rust, and you know, like in here's this factory seam seal in this bed, so we'll clean all that out, make sure it's rust treated, re-seam seal all the edges, and then we'll paint it after that. Yeah, 3/4 ton. It was originally a 360 truck, but he wanted the 390 torque, so it's got a 390 in there with a 4-speed and a 205, I believe. I see it. I was taking pictures earlier and I saw it hanging down pretty low. Oh no. Oh, it's model 24 transfer case. All right, so it's a Dana 24. Cool. Leave the in-cab tank. It's got aluminum radiator and cooling system. The newer is a motor. The motor is a newer motor that he put in there, so that doesn't need any work. And as you can see, it's in pretty clean, decent shape, and it runs real good and is quiet. And new charging system, so that's all good. So yeah, there's the big bed Ford. I'm just getting my initial documentation in. I was taking pictures and my camera ran out of batteries, so I'll have to charge those up, and we'll take some more pictures over as we go. But I had said at one point that when we were here before and I took over for Dad, that him and his helper asked for 90 days on typical jobs like this, and that's a far cry from what you guys have been seeing the turnover rate be out of my shop in the last couple of years, especially and specifically since I left Dallas. So this is going to be, like I said, a personal challenge to me, and I'm going to try and get my hands on it, work full time, most close to what I consider full time, and see if I can knock this thing out of the park here pretty quick. There's nothing really in front of me that scares me or that I think is going to hold me back, or that's going to be a big hurdle to jump over. A lot of people are starting to do these bump side restorations, so a lot of this stuff's available, and I've got some connections personally already, so I think we're in really good shape with this truck. And the truck itself, as you can see, is in really good shape, aside from the roof patch that I got to take care of and some shave holes, but nothing crazy, nothing like the Buick, nothing like the El Camino. And this one doesn't have a lot of custom work to it. We're not going to do any aftermarket part installs or any crazy work like that. So this is just a straight body and paint, sand her down, take care of the rust, put a bed liner in there, pull the glass, put the glass back in. This is all the stuff I've been doing literally my whole life. So right here, right in this very shop. So I'm excited. Anyway, I appreciate you guys very, very much from the bottom of my heart for all the follows and, you know, the faithful subscribes and likes and watches and all that good stuff, and the conversations and the networking. It's really what keeps me up. And now I'm back to doing what I feel like I've been meant to do here for a long time. So I'm excited to get on this thing. So anyway, appreciate you guys. If you could remember to hit those buttons down there for me and maybe drop me a comment and let me know how I'm doing. It really helps the channel, really helps me personally when I see those analytics growing and the conversations are sparking and that kind of a thing. So you guys are always more than welcome to reach out to me, come by the shop, drop me some comments and likes. Appreciate ya. Catch you on the next one.